Hello everyone, and welcome. I'm excited to kick off today's presentation. The title of our talk is Summarizing, and it's all about mastering the art of concise and effective summarization. Over the next few minutes, we'll explore key techniques and best practices to help you summarize information clearly and confidently. So let's get started. So here on slide 8, we're bringing everything together with the conclusion. We've already explored why we do this, what should happen as a result, and what we're actually doing when we summarize. We've also looked at how to do it effectively and even had a chance for you to try it out yourself. Now, this final part ties it all together and helps us understand the importance of applying these concepts in real situations. It's about seeing the bigger picture, why this process matters, and how it can make a real difference in your work or studies. So, let's keep these points in mind as we wrap up and move forward. When we talk about summarizing, we're referring to taking a large piece of text and reducing it down to its most essential parts. The goal is to find the main idea, what the text is really about. But it's not just about the main idea, it's also about identifying the supporting details that help explain or prove that main idea. In simple terms, summarizing is like retelling the story or the information using only the important parts, and you do this in your own words. It's a way to grasp the core message without getting lost in all the details. Remember, when we summarize, we're focusing on capturing the essence of the text, which connects directly to our overall goal of understanding and communicating information clearly and efficiently. When we summarize, what we're really doing is removing all those extra words that aren't essential. We focus on finding the key words or phrases that still give someone a clear idea of what the story or text is about. Remember, a good summary should never be longer than the original story. In fact, summaries are much shorter because they only include the most important information. So, in essence, summarizing helps us capture the main ideas without overwhelming details, making it easier to understand and remember the core message. Let's go over a quick summary of The Three Little Pigs. This story is about 3 pigs and a wolf. The wolf is the antagonist who tries to catch and eat the pigs. He blows down 2 of the pigs' houses because they are made of weaker materials, like straw and sticks, which are easy to knock over. The 3rd pig builds a house out of bricks, which is much stronger. Because of that, the wolf can't blow down the brick house. As a result, he doesn't get to eat the pigs. This story highlights the importance of building strong, secure homes and thinking ahead to protect ourselves. It also connects to the overall theme of planning and resilience. Now, let's talk about what should happen when you're taking notes. First, it's important to pull out the main idea from what you're reading. Think about what the most important point is and focus on that. Then, pay attention to key details that support that main idea. Use key words or phrases that capture the essential information, so your notes are clear and easy to understand later. Remember, you don't need to write down everything, just enough to tell someone else what you've read. This way, your notes will help you remember the main points and details without becoming overwhelming. Overall, the goal is to make your notes a helpful summary that connects back to the main message of what you're studying. So, when it comes to summarizing, there are actually many ways we can do it. One effective approach is rewriting the story and illustrating it, which helps visualize the key points clearly. You can also choose to summarize in a journal format, capturing the main ideas in your own words. Drawing diagrams is another powerful method, especially for visual learners, as it can make complex information much easier to understand. Sometimes, summarizing by yourself works well, giving you the chance to process the material independently. But don't forget, discussing with a friend or working with a group can be incredibly beneficial too, as it exposes you to different perspectives and ideas. Ultimately, the goal is to find the method that resonates best with you, making the summarization process more engaging and effective. This flexibility in how we summarize aligns perfectly with our overall theme of active and personalized learning. We summarize to make connections, which helps us see how different ideas relate to each other. We also summarize to learn new materials, making the information stick better in our minds. And finally, we summarize to ensure we understand what we've read, confirming that we're grasping the main points. So, why do it? Because summarizing is a powerful tool for deeper learning and comprehension. It ties into the overall theme of effective learning strategies, showing us how actively engaging with material can improve our understanding and retention. Everyone knows the story of Goldilocks and the Three Bears. It's a classic tale that many of us heard as children. But today, I want you to think beyond just the story itself. I want you to see it as a great example of how balance and moderation are key. Goldilocks tries 3 different options: too hot, too cold, just right. And this pattern can be related to many aspects of our lives and work. Finding what's just right is often the challenge, whether it's in decision-making, setting goals, or even in teamwork. So now I'd like to challenge you. See if you can summarize the story in your own words. Think about the main points: the curiosity, the choices, and the outcomes. This exercise will help reinforce the importance of balance and judgment, which ties back to our overall theme of making thoughtful, measured decisions. Summarizing is such a crucial part of reading comprehension because it helps ensure that we truly understand what we've read. When we take the time to condense information into our own words, we're actively engaging with the material. This process not only reinforces our understanding, but also makes it easier to recall later. Remember, the goal of summarizing is to capture the core ideas without getting lost in the details. By doing so, we confirm that we've grasped the main points and can communicate them clearly. This skill ties back to the overall theme of effective reading. It's about being intentional and thoughtful with how we process information. So, next time you're reading, try summarizing as a way to check in with yourself and deepen your comprehension. Thank you so much for your time and attention today. I really appreciate your interest and engagement throughout this presentation. I hope the key points we've discussed have given you valuable insights and a clearer understanding of the topic. Remember, the ideas we covered are all about driving progress and making informed decisions. If you take away anything, I hope it's the importance of applying these concepts thoughtfully in your own work. Once again, thank you for being here and for your participation. I look forward to seeing how you'll use this information moving forward.